So we've got our losers final on the water, the battle for 3rd and 4th place. Liam Whaley and Alexander Neto going head to head with
front blind mode from Liam.
Right out of the gate.
And the S3, the safe S3 from Alex Neto. Regarded as a bit of a safe trick from the top guys. But hey, he's landed it nice.
Nice mode 5 from Liam Whaley. Getting that one out of the way early on.
As Neto looks to set up off one of these waves for maybe a slim. What's he going to do? Or the Hinterberger mode? No, it's this S mode 5 for him as well. And in comes Whaley. What's he going to go for? The KGB, the grab KGB. One of his faves, that one. There we go. Oh, now that is strange. He doesn't usually balls that one up, Dave.
You're pretty impressive with your ability to predict what people are going to throw, Lewis, I got to say.
I know what they think. I know, well, I know their safe tricks, and I know the ones that they're saving. So what is Neto going to go for? Maybe a, no, not a Crow mode, blind judge 5. Like, oh no, a KGB of his own. Now that is what Liam wanted to do.
What Liam wanted to do right there, but
this would be a good result for Neto here if he could come 3rd in the singles. He hasn't been.
We saw him in these ranks earlier on in the season, and he kind of hasn't been able to replicate it for past few events.
There's a Hintermobe, and punished for the Hintermobe as the kite sent down. He's going to have a bit of a mess there, but without a 5th line, he should be okay out of that. So that would have scored really well. I think that was quite low kite, but almost too low in the end.
It looks like things are getting a little bit more calmed down. Now the tide has receded a bit more. It was a bit kind of all over the place, but now some bigger sections of flat water are opening up for these guys here.
Mode 5 from Liam. Nope, just grabbed S-Mobe and another big butt check. So he needs to sort his game out here. He might go straight into another one.
Now this is going to be an interesting one going into the double here.
That's not going to score well, that Hintermobe from Neto. So I don't know if that's going to count as one of his top 5 tricks. As here comes, is he going to repair the damage on that KGB, Liam Whaley? Yes, he is. And he's blown it again. I've not seen that. That's like a very unusual thing to see, a double KGB crash from Liam, who hasn't been in the zone today.
Definitely hasn't been in the zone as we saw him in our past few events. But he can still pull it together. There's still plenty of time. He does have the lead slightly at the moment. 26 points for Liam Whaley to 18 points for Alexander Neto. So he is in charge.
Nice, that Crow Mode 5 though. That Crow Mode 5 from Neto is going to push him up a little bit. So just feel that Liam needs to hit a couple of his big ones. So Neto going for just a 5, which isn't going to score well. So here's the big difference between the top 2, 3 guys, the ones that are actually using the kickers to go for the G spots and the 7s. Tricks like this, the toe side, backside rotations. This is a dream for the guys that are into those sorts of moves, and that really separating them from the rest of the fleet. A small 5 here, frontside 5, isn't going to score anything special, but a 7 or a 9, now you're talking.
And getting it less 180. Back to blind from Liam Whaley, and I think he will take it.
Yeah, he did. he didn't want to crash on that.
Yeah.
He just thought, well, you know what, I'll just stick this one to blind and then we'll call it quits with that move, because you don't want to get stuck too long on one trick. As out he rides Liam Whaley. Is he looking for the mode 5 off one of these waves?
And
oh,
makes the pass almost, but goes down.
Actually going for a 7. I didn't know he was doing there.
For a 7, and there goes a solid blind judge 5 from our friend Alexander Neto, claiming it.
And that's going to change things, Dave. I think that blind yard 5 or the backside 3 on 5, however you like to call it, that is going to change things in favour for Neto now. I can see him pushing into the lead with that move.
At the moment, I think you're right. Still waiting for that trick to come in, and prior to that, he still had control of this heat over Liam Whaley, who's somewhat been struggling, although he does have quite a few 7s on the board already. But Alexander Neto pushing it into the lead.
Blind Judge 3, that's going to score nothing from Liam Whaley. As Neto going for the double S bend to, oh wow, double S bend to back slap. Could be an injury, Dave.
That was pretty much just free falling there for the last 5 feet or so.
I think he's in pain there. I'd like to see somebody down there running over to him, because that was, he just lost the tension as we see Liam going for a 7, didn't really commit full speed. I hope Neto's all right. Yes, he is. That certainly would knock the wind out of you. Double S bent to blind, then no wind on the way round. And it just caused him to be a little more horizontal with his spin, and he just dropped on his back as a backbreaker.
So under a minute remaining, just 40 seconds or so on the clock as Liam Whaley's coming in on the inside and foregoes his trick attempt on that tack, trying to make it in. Right now it's a tight spread, really tight matchup between these two, less than a point difference separating them. And Neto getting his double S3 right there and stomping it clean. He needed that right now. And Liam Whaley, this could be the deciding trick.
What a time for that, Dave. Blind Judge 5, backside 3 on 5 for Liam Whaley. He always manages to pull these things out the bag when he needs them, but is that enough?
Is it going to be enough? That is a good question. We're going to have to wait and see. But right now, just a very, very slight difference between these two riders. We're going to have to wait for those points to come in before we confirm that. But the jury is still out at the moment, but a very, very close heat from both of those riders as these tricks are coming in. And as we look towards our next heat of the day, this is going to be our men's finals coming up. We've got Christoph Tack and Yuri Zun. So men's finals on the way.
That wasn't enough.